I've also heard, Ryan Garcia saying he would like to fight Mario Barrios. These are two guys that you've, studied to beat with Tank. What do you think about that matchup? Who do you think gets the upper hand in that match?
I think Barrios, Barrios. I think it Ryan should win it be in the first 3 or 4 rounds by knockout. But if they can start going in 4, 5, and 6, the deeper you get into the fight, the more I'm gonna lean towards Barrios. He got more,
Barrio,
yeah,
tough kid.
pro. He got a he more sound too. I think.
Yeah, more sound. Yeah,
Yeah,
more sound. But is he durable enough to take Ryan's punch?
that's what I said. After the third or fourth round, yeah, he'd be out. But the first, I think Ryan give anybody hell the first 2 or 3 rounds. He gonna dump. He gonna try something. He gonna, he gonna try before he just give up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, good
Yeah,
fight.
good
So
fight.
you you're leaning. So that in that case, it could be a 50-50 fight in your eyes.
Yeah, yeah. Because Barrios, he got power too to stop you. And I think
Hmm.
Barrios been in there with better competition, other than both of them shared tank, but Barrios fought Ugas. You know what I mean? He fought some pretty good people.
Yeah, he showed he belonged,
Yeah, yeah.
and with that Keith Thurman fight, he was competitive.
He fought welterweights his whole career. Barrios did.
Right, right. So this'll be like the first time that Ryan Garcia gets punched by a welterweight.
Welterweight, exactly, exactly. So I'm gonna rock with Barrios.
Do you feel like Ryan has that like that I don't want to say when there's somebody that has power, they kind of just scared to go in there. It kind of showed that, but people were saying that Rolly fought that was a different Rolly in there when he fought Rolly.
I think Rolly and Ryan fight. They had so much history in sparring sessions. Some shit was playing in the back of his head. You know what I mean? That's why I tell these young fighters, stop being such a hurry to go spar this guy that just bait you into his gym for sparring to get him ready for his championship fight. Because you might fight him one day, and then the shit that happened in sparring session is gonna be in the back of your head. You wanna go spar him because he's a star now, but in 10 more fights down the line, you be fighting him. And the only thing you thinking about is that sparring session you had. They say iron sharpens iron. Sometimes iron fuck iron up too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, mental edge.
Exactly. But these young fighters, they don't understand that part. They just want to go deep with this. But they fall in love with each other. No, they get fucking future enemies, ring enemies, not outside the ring. Fucking, I ain't
Hmm.
falling. Fuck him. I'm gonna fight him one day. I don't want to spar him. They don't have that mentality they used to have back in the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This generation, internet got the game fucked up.
Yeah. For sure. And when you say that, right? When you look at the internet coaches, the ones that go out and teach online and stuff like that, do you feel like you see a lot of these guys at a higher level that are kind of doing it more for the net versus and kind of put in position
You talking about
and versus
the
actually
coach?
like skills and the craft
You talking about the coaches or the fighters?
coaches, and then if the
A lot
coaches
of
are
these
like that,
coaches
it's
I
gonna
know,
bleed into the fighters too, don't you think?
a lot of these coaches I know, they go look at this person, look at that pic, and they start teaching them, but they really don't know. Like I don't even I don't go online and watch nobody train. I don't sit and like I've been around boxing for 50 years. A lot of these coaches they go get these mitts from Walmart. You know what I mean? But they never been in the ring. They don't know how certain shit feel. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That's another whole story. And you got some fighters like myself. I never fought professional because I fell off in the streets, but I've been in the ring sparring pros. I did that. You know, every gym got that fighter that's been in there that used to whip some serious ass, but never, you know what I mean? But
They
that's
didn't
another
make it in
story.
boxing.
You got some of these fucking coaches that never gloved up in their life. Don't mean you're not gonna be a good coach, but it's a lot to this shit, man. It's a
You
lot.
still got to put that. You got to put everything to test.
Yeah, 'cause I've seen some fighters, man, that whip some champions' ass that never turned pro. You know what I mean? For whatever reason. I
Hmm.
mean, I know a couple of champions, like the biggest names in boxing, been stopped in the gym. I ain't gonna drop their name, but it don't hit the internet. It don't hit the media. But it happens by guys that never turn pro.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, so boxing is
100%.
boxing is unpredictable.
It is. It is. It is unpredictable. You never know. And a lot of people are saying that, you know, boxing has become more of a brand and less of a craft. What would you say?
I don't like the fact that guys they're getting into shit for money. They you know they today's generation they want to fight for the money, not because they really like fighting. And the coaches just hoping they grab a kid that take them. You know, you gotta love this shit. Like I'm in it. Me and Calvin, we fight with the pros, and we go next week with the amateurs. It ain't even about if they ban professional boxing
No
today.
ego.
If they ban professional boxing today, I'm still gonna work with amateurs because I love the sport. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. There's a lot of coaches
But
that they won't go with. They won't train with the amateurs.
yeah, that shit is crazy. But as
Yep.
soon as one of them amateurs, boom, they want to train them. No,
Yep.
shit
Yep.
is terrible, man. Fucking
Yep.
amateurs, that's crazy.
They start having conversations with you, and
Yeah,
you
it's like
start getting into the Olympic
a
trials and
fucking
shit.
a fucking amateur, can teach a pro something. An amateur boxer might teach a coach something.
It's
This shit is
true.
unpredictable. A lot of times
Boxing is a humble sport.
you can take professional fighters and have them watch the kids spar, and they be like, damn, they can learn. It's this shit is you can learn all the way around the board, you know. But
Hmm.
you got people, man. Like just take this bottle for instance, right? It's half full. As long as it's half full, I got room for more. I got room to learn more. But you got some people, they shit full when you tell them something. Oh, I already knew that. They ain't got room to take no more in. So they stuck on stupid. Always keep your glass half fucking empty so you can have room for more. But that's deep.
Now you got to leave room for growth when you're in that gym. You
Exactly.
right.
Exactly. But some
You
people,
right.
you show them something for the first time. Oh yeah, I knew that. Yeah, you ain't know shit. You know what I mean? But I don't say that to that person or people. I just let it ride. You know what I mean? I said to myself,
That's one thing that when I see you, Calvin, even in the Netflix trailer, when you guys talk with Tank, he seemed like he really absorbing like things like if he heard it the first time.
yeah, like a fighter can you can go to 10 different gyms, right? And you learn something different from each gym. From the way each gym got a different system, and they think, "Ooh, I'm learning something new over here." Some of it should be the same. They might explain it in a different way, but it's no fighter that knows and no coach that know everything. It's like the Bible. You're not going to learn it 100%. You ain't going to live long enough to learn it. But you got enough skills to beat anybody you get in that ring with. Just got to believe in yourself. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fighters lose for different reasons. Some fighters better, bigger, better, stronger, sharper, but they don't like to get hit or they can't take it. The guy with the least experience can take it. He putting the heat on. Eventually, he gonna break you down. You lose for different reasons, man. Like fighters that go over here, you can go to 10 different gyms. You can learn something different. But
Hmm.
all the gyms are teaching you good stuff though. You know what I mean? You just that you might be here for so long, you think you're learning something making you better over here, but it's all that shit is. It's no new inventions under the sun, man. Ain't nobody inventing no new punches. All the fighters trying to land and the same damn punch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But then at the same time, you got coaches that bring the best out of a fighter that
Yeah,
certain coaches don't know how to do.
yeah, some coaches can tap into your mind better. You know what I mean? But I don't care who tap into your mind. If you ain't got that dog in your DNA, ain't no coach gonna bring it out.
Yeah.
You gotta have that fucking dog in you when you feel pain, when your offense ain't working or your defense ain't working. The shit ain't gonna work all the time. So now you gotta bring it from your heart. If the heart ain't there, the shit ain't gonna work. Like Holyfield, for instance. That motherfucker be whipping your ass, and then you hit him hard, he turn up even more. You like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
it's the dog in him.
Yeah.
You can't. You got to be born with that, man. But some guys skate. They skate past with the skill because you got they team picking and ducking for him. You know what I'm saying? When he get in that fucking heat, it's shit different. It's
Yeah.
different.
You take advantage of the matchmaking
Yeah, yeah.
throughout the middle and
Like
your
for
career.
instance, any coach can do this. I can pick a fighter for any champion. Let's say you're a world champion, right? And I tell you to fight the person I pick. Not saying you're gonna lose, but it's gonna be your toughest fight. But you're promoting your team ain't gonna never let you fight that person. I can do that with every champion today. Their next fight will be their hardest fight if they don't lose because they're not being protected. And that's boxing, but people don't know that part. You put the
Yeah.
highlights together and you build. Oh yeah, but they ducking certain people behind the scene. They ducking. And that's with every team. You turn pro, you build fights, but when it's time to step it up, if you don't let them get touched along the way, when they step it up, they gonna fold. First 4 rounds is you get hit without the head gear. But you getting into the 6 and 8 rounds, you step it up a bit.
Yeah.
You gotta get hit along the way. You don't want to wait till you get there to get hit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Boxing is tricky, man. It's tricky.
Yeah, and you got to be all the way. You have to be all the way in it. If you're not,
Yeah.
then
Yeah. Just like
you know.
you got guys that they think you have to go through the tournaments to be world champion or be a better professional. That's not true. I know guys that all right, what's the guy that's helping Jake Paul, the kid? Uh,
The one that beat him.
Raymond. Raymond
What?
Raymond Ford. Raymond Ford.
Oh, the one the sparring
Hell
partner.
hell of a fighter, man. But his first
Mm-hmm.
loss came to a kid with 20 amateur fights.
Nick Ball.
Yeah, once you turn pro, a man is a grown man. Once you become a grown man, just get a good coach and listen, and you want it from your heart, you're gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times the amateur tournaments be controlled. They got favoritism. You win a tournament 4 years in a row. The Olympics coming up, you got more points than this kid that just came on the scene that's beating everybody, but he ain't got enough years in, so they give it. He might even beat the favorite, but they're gonna give it to the favorite because he got more points in the amateur system. So the favorite goes to the Olympics, but he can't beat the guy that's got 2 years in. All that shit is controlled, man. It's controlled. It's controlled.
For
It's
sure.
deep, man. That's just why I don't like the amateur system, man. I don't believe in 200, 300 amateur fights. No, you get a solid kid, you get them enough experience. I don't care if you fighting a ring on the side street. It's a fight. Once you get in that ring, it's a fight. On whatever ring at, it's a fight. Yeah, it don't have to be in no damn tournament. You know, all that shit is a myth. Just like you get guys like I said this before. The DMV area. Tournaments coming up. They go from Virginia to New York. They get spawned because you got 2 more months before the trials, the Olympic trials, or whatever tournament it might be start, right? So everybody spawn everybody. Everybody getting all this work in. And then you go to the tournament. You got a kid from a hick town, I don't want to say hick town, small town that might spar once a month because you got to drive 2 hours to get sparring. And he beat the whole damn tournament. Everybody else been sparring for 6 weeks getting ready for the tournament. It's in the heart. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sparring is good, but that don't necessarily you gonna mean you gonna beat the guy with less experience. All this shit is control, man. It's
Right.
control. You know what I mean?
100%.
Just like
100%. I mean,
just like you got I can pull up 10, 15 gold medalists over the years. All of them got stressed out in the pros by guys from a third world country that you would never think would be the gold medalist. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
All